So I once again welcome you all to today's session, which is brought to you by Osmania University School of Education in association with EdChat India and Teacher Redefining Education. Today is our second program, and today we'll be talking about Adobe Spark, which is a digital tool. I once again welcome you all, and I hope that I'll be able to cater to your learning needs. So when we talk about digital tools, there's something that always comes to your mind. That is why create? Who are our learners? So I would request our participants to write in the chat box that why do they create? What is the motive behind creation? We have been in the lockdown period and we have created a lot of tools, lot of techniques, lot of lesson plans for them. But why were we creating? I would request our participants to please write it in the chat box so that we can begin our discussion over this.
For us, the chat box
Good
is
afternoon. Good afternoon. Can we use the microphone because the chat box is not active for all? It is being made active for only a few participants, I believe. And this was the same problem as in the previous two webinars also. So if with your due permission, we would like to use the microphones to share our ideas if permitted.
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Please, we'll take one or two ideas and then we'll move ahead. Yes, ma'am. Please introduce yourself.
Myself, Mrs. Nidhi Gopal Gulati. I am a PRT Computers in Hamdard Public School in South Delhi. And being a computer person, the basic need in this COVID lockdown is to reach out to our children so that as the news is prevailing and people are demanding this to be a 0 year as far as academics is concerned, since we have 100% promotion criteria from grades 1 to 8. And they are taking it as an advantage of promoting it without any effort, keep giving a plea to so many things, keeping this COVID situation in mind, and making taking undue advantage of the emotions of the parents and the educators. So this digital technology that we are imbibing into to reach our children is of utmost importance so that face
I'll have to mute every one of you. Ma'am, I think we can only take one at a time. Kaushal, I believe
Yeah.
if we start off with mics, then it will become a issue at a later stage because everybody is unmuting themselves. Thank you, Kaushal. Please take it. Take care.
Can I continue?
So as ma'am told that, ma'am, I think let's move. I got your idea. So
Most
like
welcome.
Nidhi ma'am
No
said
issues.
that, like Nidhi ma'am said, in the midst of lockdown, we want to reach out to our students, and I will connect it that this is the reason why we create, and our learners are at homes, to give them enriching experiences. So we are creating and we are imbibing into digital tools. So today, the purpose of today's session is about Adobe Spark. It is a creativity tool that students and we teachers can use to tell stories, write papers, create graphics and videos, share ideas, and more. It is a paid software, but for teachers and students, it is free. Under the Adobe Digital Disha program, the software is being provided free of cost to school teachers and to students. So we use Adobe Spark to give students a chance to show both their transfer of learning and how they made meaning of the content to demonstrate their learning and apply what they have learned. So Spark is a very beautiful tool to showcase the thinking, to showcase the thought process, and to creatively produce the thoughts into a beautiful visual way. So if we start with the pedagogy, it will help us to make thinking visible. It will help us to give students a voice, and definitely we'll be able to share work with our fellow mates and with our students. So this is the pedagogy behind Spark for Education. It allows you to make your thinking visible. It allows students to empower voice, to give teachers voice, and to share the content. Now, moving ahead, I'll be taking you towards the interface of Adobe Spark, and let us see how we can create Adobe Spark post. So as you all can see, this is the interface of Adobe Spark. So what I'll be doing, I'll sign in since I have an Adobe ID. I'll be signing it with my Adobe ID. You can sign it with your Facebook account, with your Google account, or with your Apple account, or with your email account. So I'm signing it with my Adobe ID.
Your screen is not visible.
Yeah, Varun, could you check, is my screen visible?
It's visible.
Now it is. Now it is available. Now it is visible.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay, ma'am. Thank you. So as you can see, I have logged in into my Adobe Spark web, Adobe Spark using my Adobe ID, and this is the interface of the page. So there are a lot of options that you can create in, and today I'll be taking you towards the journey of creating a Spark post and a Spark web page. So if you see, there are so many options. You can create a collage, you can create a web page, a slideshow, presentation, Instagram post, portfolio, branded, if you, and custom size. So for today's session, I'll be taking a custom size, which is a graphic, or you can say that is a post. So the moment I choose custom size, it gives me some other options also. So there are 6 options. As you can see, if you go to the popular option, it will allow you to take and create a design where you can share an Instagram story, a Facebook story, YouTube thumbnail, poster in A4 size, portrait mode, or in landscape mode. If you want to, if you want to create a social post, so then also you can create in various sizes. For Instagram, you have different size. For Facebook, for Pinterest, for Snapchat, you have different size. So I am choosing the popular option, and I am choosing a normal square. So as soon as I click square, and I click the next option. So you
Don't
see,
mind, but other participants can keep themselves on mute because Kaushal sir, your voice is not clearly audible. It's mixing with the other sounds.
Varun, please could you mute everyone? I think it's better now. So as you see, I have chosen a square, and as soon as I click on the square, it allows me to put in color. So there are a lot of color options that I can put in. So as I click it, it it gives me a lot of color palettes, which I can choose to fill my color. So I think blue is my favorite color. So I'm choosing the color blue. Whatever color you feel like, you can choose that color. Okay. Now, if you see on the right hand corner, there are 6 options. So let's talk about all the 6 options in detail. So the first option is add option. So the moment I click add, it pops up and it again gives me 4 options. The first is text option. If you want to create a text, a quotation, a slogan, something like that, you can insert your text. Second option is a photo option to make your poster more creative, more interactive. So you can put in a photograph. If you don't want to put a photograph, you can put in an icon for that image. And if you want to brandify your poster, you can create your own personalized logo, and that logo could be put into the poster. So let's take up. I am putting in the text, and so as soon as I click on the text option,
Mind, sir,
it
can
allows.
you take the logo? Can you take the logo option, because that would be wonderful too. Because the text is pretty simple. If we can we try the logo option with you, please?
Sure, ma'am.
Uh,
Definitely, I'll take all the options, ma'am.
yes, ma'am. Request all the teachers to please not interrupt during the session. We would take the queries at the end. For sure, please note it down because we'll be having ample amount of time during the Q&A session. Over to you, Kaushal. Thank you.
Okay. So as soon as I click on the text option, it gives me a lot of templates which I can use in. So let's take up any of the template. So as soon as I click on the template, the words come on the poster, and there is a pencil option at the top of the square, which you can use to edit your text. So I want to edit the text, and I will write wear mask, stay safe. So I have used this option to wear, and I wrote my text, wear mask and stay safe. So now the second thing which I want to make it attractive is I will be using a photograph. So when I click at the photograph, it asks me whether I want to upload a photograph, or or I want to upload it from free photos from the Creative Commons, or if I have photographs in my Dropbox, Google Photos, or Google Drive, I can use those options also. So I am using the find free photos option, and I will type in mask. Since the poster is all about mask, so I will type in mask, and let us see what images turns up. So as you see, a lot of images have turned up, and I will use this option which has a sanitizer and a mask. So the moment I click this, it is asking me whether I want to use it as a background image or I want to use it freely. So I want to use it freely so that I can paste it anywhere I want. So I have used the option freely, and as you can see, I can take the mask and can rotate it anywhere. So I am putting it here. Now the third option that we saw in the add option was icon, and as I got an query about logo, so I'll take the logo. Since my logo is HChat India, I have already inserted my logo into the Adobe library. So I'll click this logo and my logo will appear on the poster. So as you see, my logo is there on the poster. So whatever logo you have, you add it into your Adobe library, and whenever you are creating your poster or your web page, you can insert in your logos inside it. That's fine. Now the second is template option. So we are clear with add option. So add option allows you to insert in text, photograph, icon, and logos. So logos could be your business logos, or you want to design your own logo, that logos could be taken up. The second option is a template option. So template options allows you how you want to create your poster. You want it as a certificate, you want it as a social presentation, you want it as a flyer, advertisement, and on the basis of it, it will gives you template. The third option is design option. The design options allows you to create variations into your poster. So if I want this option, so my poster will change. If I want this option, my poster will again change. So I'm pretty much liking this icon, this template. So I'll be using this. Now, once the design is done, is finalized, and you want to change colors. So there are again color palettes. You can choose any of the color palettes, and accordingly, your text color will change and it will give a more attractive look. So you see, as soon as I change the color palette, the colors have changed and the text color has also changed. Let's do this again. The color palette has changed and it is again changing. The next option is the layout option. Layout option allows you to insert more pictures, more text into a more personalized way. So as you can see, we have so many photograph options in the Play Store, photo grid like that. So you can choose any of the layout, and based on the layout, you can create your text or your photograph. And the final is resize. So once you have chosen a custom size and then you are not happy with the layout or you want to change it, so you can resize it. If you want it as a phone paper wallpaper, you can choose the standard phone icon. If you want it for a Twitter header, you can choose it the Twitter header, and accordingly the poster will change. So let us see, if I take it the Twitter header, my poster will change. So as you see, the poster has changed, and if you are not happy with it, you can undo and the changes will not be made. I hope the Spark post is clear to everyone. So there are 6 options which you can use in. There is add option, which allows you to add text, photo, icon, and logo. The second is the template option, which allows you to give variations to your poster. The third is the design option, which allows a lot of pre-customized templates which you can use into your poster to make it more attractive. Then there are colors option, which you can use to change the color palette. Next is the layout option. If you want more photographs into it, if you want more text into it, you can add in more text. And the final is the resize option, where you can resize your poster according to your needs. Now, once you are made with the poster and you are happy with the creation, what you can do, you can download it. There are 3 options to download. You can see at the top right, the first is PNG option, the second is JPG option, and the third is PDF option. So as I told, you can create certificates, brochures also. So once you create your certificate and brochure, you can download it as a PDF. Or if you have designed a poster or a creative or a advertisement, you can download it as a PNG or a JPG. If you do not want to download it in these forms, what you can do, you can directly share it as a link. So how you can share? You can publish it. So the moment I click on the share option, there are 2 options that comes up. The first is publish and the second is invite. So invite allows me to invite another person to come on board and make changes into the poster. Or what I can do, I can directly publish it. So as soon as I click on publish, it gives me a link. And then it asks me where I want to share it up. I want to share it on Facebook, Twitter, Classroom, or I want to share it as email or a link. So the moment I click on link, just a second. So the link is being created. So you can copy the link and paste it wherever you want to post it. I hope Adobe Spark Post is clear. Now there's another thing that I wanted to share. You can type and make your poster in any of the languages. You can make it in Hindi, you can make it in Bangla, you can make it in Telugu, Tamil. So yesterday itself, I was trying to find it out whether we can use these posters in different languages. So yes, we can create in different languages. I'll just show हम इसका प्रयोग भाषा के जो हमारे शिक्षकगण हैं उन सबके लिए भी इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं. अगर हम हिंदी का किसी कोई चैप्टर या पार्ट अपने कक्षा में लेके जाना चाहते हैं तो हम हिंदी के में भी इस पोस्टर को क्रिएट कर सकते हैं. अगर हम तेलुगु या तमिल का प्रयोग करना चाहते हैं तो हम उसके लिए भी इसको प्रयोग कर सकते हैं. तो आई जस्ट show one option. I'll take one text from Google in Hindi. So I have opened a newspaper portal and I'm just going to copy this image from here. So as you see, I have just copied the text from any of the portal and then it could be taken up. So the text will not change, neither the color will change. Whatever colors you want, you can put it again into your post. So I hope the Spark post is clear with everyone. Now moving ahead, I'll be showing how we can create Adobe Spark Post on mobile. So Spark Post is the easiest way to unleash your creativity on Android phone. You can visit the Play Store. I will be giving the details in the PowerPoint presentation. So if you have an Android phone, you can download it from a Play Store and you can take it up. So now I'll be sharing my mobile screen. So I've opened my Adobe Spark application, and as soon as I open it, there are two options that comes up. The first is the template and the My Post. So if you are not feeling to create your own personalized one, you can choose from a variety of templates which are available, and based on that, you can create it. So let us create a happy birthday post. So you see, the moment I have written happy birthday, a lot of post has come up and I can choose from a plethora of templates that are there. So I am liking this one. So let us remix this template. So whenever you are using the mobile version, it will ask you to remix the template to add your personalized message or something. So as soon as I click remix, it takes me towards the portal. And now you see there are again 6 options that are there. So there's add option. So as you all know, as soon as you click add, 4 options will appear, the same as we have in the website. Then the color options. If you want to change the color palettes, you can change the colors. The next is the animation feature in the mobile phone, which I wanted to share with all of you. So the animation helps you to create your poster into a GIF form. So as you see, if I click any of the option, So my happy birthday will come into a GIF form. So this is a Flickr option. You can choose any of the option and the animation will help you create your poster into a Jiffy form. Next is the layout option. Again, for layout, we all know if you want to insert more images, more things, you can use the layout option and choose it. And then the brand option, you want to brandify it, you insert your logo into your poster, into your mobile, and that will be sticked into your poster. And finally, the resize option, if you're not happy with the sizing of the poster, you can change the size and take further. So I hope this is clear with everyone. Now I'll be taking you all towards Spark page. So to create a Spark page, we have to again choose a new template. That is, we want to create a web page or a presentation. So both are same. So I am choosing the web page option. So as you see, I have chosen the web page option. So I'll click on the web page, and as soon as I click it, I will have a new screen in front of me. So the moment I come to my web page, it asks me to add a title and a subtitle and a photograph to make it more attractive and decorative. So I recently got a title of SDG ambassador. So I will be making my web page on global goals only. So let's add up a title. So I'm adding the title as global goals, and my subtitle will be SDGs 2030. So I have given a title to my web page and I have again given a subtitle. Now this plus options allows you to insert a picture to give it a very beautiful look. So I will click on this photo option. Again, it asks you whether you want to use free photographs or you upload photo. So this time I'm using upload photo option. And I have a photograph and I'm going to upload it. So the moment I upload it, it becomes like this. So you see the banner of SDGs has come up and the title as Global Goals SDGs 2030 has come up. Now my title is done, my photographic is done, the book cover is done. Now comes what matter I want to put into it. So again, there are 7 options that you can use in to make your web page more interactive and creative. So I think photo option is clear to everyone. As soon as you click on the photo option, it asks you to upload a photograph and you can insert your photograph. Similarly, about the text option, it asks you to where you want to type in the text, in the left, the right, or in the center. Then it has bold option, italic option, then H1 and H2. H1 asks you to increase the height and H2 is a slighter increase in the height. So the next third thing, that is the button option. So before I move ahead, I want to insert a video into my web page. So I want this web page to be more interactive. So when this web page goes to the student, they should understand what exactly are global goals. Please mute yourself, participants, I request.
Teachers, if you'll unmute yourself, we'll have no option but to remove yourself from the meeting. So I request all of you to please keep your mics on mute so that we have a fully functional session. Thank you.
Thank you, Varun. So I am inserting a video. So as soon as my students will see this web page, I want them to see a video and understand about it. So I have this video of global goals with me. So I'm going to copy the URL from here and I'm going to paste it here in my Spark page. So they are asking me where should I want this video from? Do I want it from a YouTube? Do I want it from Vimeo? Or I want to create my own personalized video on Spark and then paste it. So I'm using a YouTube video. So I pasted my link and I click on the option save. So the moment I click on save, my video comes up. So this video is all about education for sustainable development. And as teachers and students, I feel education is the most important thing that can cater and that can reduce and that can help us achieve all the global goals. The next is the button option. This button option helps you to insert any website for further reading. So I see I'm using the Teach SDGs website. So I'll just copy it and I'm going to paste it here. So the button is asking me what text I want to give it. So I want to give it the name as reading material. Now, once I type in reading material, it is asking me where I want the alignment, left, right, or in the center. So I want my alignment into the center. So I choose the center option and then I click on save. So you see, I have inserted a video. Then I have inserted a button, which is like a reading material. So the moment the page goes to student, they have to click on this reading material and they will be directly directed towards the website of Teach SDGs or whichever website you want to create or whichever website you want to give it as a reference. They can go onto the website, read it and understand the things. Then we have photo grid, glide show and split layout. So photo grid is an option where you can insert so many photographs into one collage. So photo grid is an option where you can choose in a lot of photographs and they will come out as a collage. Next, I want to show what a glide show is. Glide show is a very interesting part of this Adobe Spark. So let's take up glide show. So glide show helps you to add photographs and then over those photographs, you can type in your text. So I'm going to upload one photograph. I'll show you. So I am uploading this photograph of SDGs. I'm going to click on the option save. And now it has come up. So you see the moment I insert the photograph as a glide show, a small opaque ribbon comes up. Varun, is my screen visible?
Yes, Kaushal, it is.
Okay. So the moment I insert a photograph as a grid show, it inserts my photograph and then a opaque rectangle comes in. This opaque rectangle has a plus sign and the moment you click this plus sign, it asks you what you want to do. You want to insert a photograph, you want to insert a text, you want to insert a button or a video. So the glide show means the photograph will remain in the background and your text, photo, video will come up over this background. So this is a very interesting feature of Adobe Spark page, which helps you to create a background and then over that background, you can insert your text, photo, button or anything. So let me type in text and the text I'm typing it is Agenda 2030. So this is the text I've typed in. Then you can click on the plus option to increase the number of tests you want, number of photographs you want, and the outer image, that is the SDGs, that the blue color image I have used, it will remain in the backdrop. So I can type in, there are goal 1, that is no poverty. Then there's goal 2. Similarly, I can type in a lot of text. And finally, there is a split layout. So the split layout, what does it does? The split layout helps you to split the screen into two parts. In one part, you can insert an image, and on the other part, you can again insert a smaller image, text, button, or video. And in this way, you can create your Spark page. So these were the options that we can choose while we create a Adobe Spark page. So let us recall what are the things that we can insert. So we can insert. I take the queries, ma'am. Just give me a second. So we have 7 things that we can insert in. We can insert a photograph, we can insert a text, button option. This button option could be a Microsoft form. You can design your lesson plan into it, and at the end of the web page, you can insert a button option which has a Microsoft form or a Google form for an assignment. You can ask students to insert in their videos. They can insert in their videos by the collaborator option. Then you can insert a lot of photographs into a grid. Then you have the glide show, which allows a backdrop of an image, and over that backdrop you can have a variety of text, photographs, video, or button. And the final is the split layout, which divides your screen into two parts. One part remains the image and the other part remains the screen. So once your web page is done, then you can have a preview that how it is looking, or you can directly choose the present option to see how this web page will look. So let us see how the web page will look. So you see, I have to use the arrow button to go down, and this is my web page that has come up, Global Goals 2030. Then the video comes up. So this is a preview how the students will get into their mobile devices or into their laptop. They will have the video over them. Once watching the video, they can go type on this reading material. So if I click on this reading material, I am being redirected to the website of Teach SDGs, where I can find the content and read the particular content. So as soon as I click on the reading material, I have been redirected to the website. So let's go back to our web page. And then you have the glide show. So the glide show, as you can see, the backdrop is there and my text are moving up and down. So you see my glide show has come and the text is coming up and down. So it is moving up. So as I have a number of variety of text, the text will go up, but the backdrop will remain the same. And finally, I had a split layout. I didn't chose any photograph over it. And that is, thank you. So this way you can create your web page. So I'll show an example how other teachers have done. I'll just take in an example. So this is a web page which was shared into our internal Adobe Spark group. So this is a web page which was used to create a digital brochure for competition. So as you can see, this is all about Environment Day. So they have chosen the title and then they have given a figure. Then under it, they have kept the logo and the school name. This is a web page of DLDAV Model School Pritampura. And then they have used a split layout to tell about the guidelines. They have very beautifully used this picture. And over this picture, using the split layout, they have told all the events and the necessary guidelines for it. As we move down to the web page, you can see there are two buttons. The first button is for events and the second button is for the register now. So as a child or a parent click on the event button, they will be redirected to the events page. And if they want to click onto the register now button, they will be directly redirected to the register now. And finally,
Kaushal, dimple
uh,
this side. The screen is not visible for quite some time now. Can you please help me?
Ma'am, the screen is visible. I think there's some issue with your internet connection. You can try refreshing the screen or logging in and log out, but unfortunately, because
Okay.
the meeting is full,
Okay.
if you log out, you won't be part of it. Nevertheless, I would still, share you the video recording that we are anyways getting the session recorded. So don't worry. Thank you.
uh, uh, yeah, Dimple ma'am, I'll definitely share the recording with you. So this way you can use Adobe Spark page to create a digital brochure for your events. The next I will share that is about this is I want to share. So again, this is a web page of DLDAV Model School Pritampura. That is a advisory for secure learning. So the web page is created by the school where they have written some advisories for schools. So as you can see, they have very beautifully created this web page where pictures and text have been used beautifully to tell about the advisory. And this was all about Adobe Spark page. Now let's move back. I will be sharing how we can create a video into Adobe Spark. So we were all about talking about Spark Post and Spark Page, and Adobe has also another feature that is the video option. So let's move to the video option.
Yeah, Kaushal, try unmuting yourself. Thank you.
So as you see, I have again come back to my home page, and on this home page, till now we have learned about how we to create a Spark post and a Spark page. Now let's move to the third and the last context of Adobe Spark, that is the video making. So I am using the slideshow option. So as soon as I click on the slideshow option, it is asking me what topic or what title I want to give it. So I am giving it a title.
Screen is not visible.
Ma'am, the screen is visible. All of us are able to see it. I think there's some issue with your internet connection. Maybe that is the reason why it is not visible. Request you to, log out and log in once again. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Varun. And dear participants, don't worry. Varun will definitely share this recording with you all. And we'll be sharing the PPT also. It will have all the necessary guidelines to understand the Spark post. So let's come back. So now I am taking you through the Adobe Spark video. So as soon as I clicked on slideshow, it is asking me what title I want to give it up. So I'm a math teacher, so I randomly gave it the title as triangles. So I gave the title and I click on next. So the moment I click on next, it is again giving me a variety of templates, what template I want to use. If I don't want to use any template, I can start from scratch option. So the moment I click on scratch option, I will see a box coming in front of me, which will ask me to insert the things and make my video better. So the moment my video opens, it has given me a vacant space and it is asking me in the middle plus option what I want to insert. Do I want to insert a small video of it? Do I want to insert text, photograph, or an icon? Now, at the right side, you can see you can have a various layouts. So you can have a full screen layout, you can have a split screen layout, you can have a caption layout, you can have a title layout, and so on. You can have various layouts. If you want to change the theme, you can have various themes, you can change the colors, and according to the colors, the text shape will also change. So if I choose this option flare, the color has changed and the text will also change. Then how do I want to resize it? Do I want my video in widescreen mode or in square mode? So if I click the square mode, so my frame will change into square. If I want into the widescreen mode, my screen will remain in widescreen mode. And the last is every video requires some music to make it more interesting. So as I click on music, there are some pre-inserted music uh, tunes inside it. You can choose in, or if you wish to have your own music, you can add your music from here. So I am using this photo option. Let's create a sample video. I am using the photo option and I find a free photograph of a triangle. So I've got this free image. I am going to use this image of a triangle. So yes, I've got the triangle, and since these are two triangles, so I will type in the text as congruency of triangles. So now using this hand option, I can take it upward or downward, whichever way I want this text to stay. I can take this text, I can change the alignment of the text and can place it according to my needs. Then if you see, there's an orange button in the middle of the screen. This orange button helps you to insert your own audio. Like if you want to make it a personalized video, we can use this orange button. As you click it with your, as I click it, so you can see the timer has started running, and that means the recording has started, and this particular recording will stay into this slide. Similarly, if you want to insert a different slide, you click on the add option, plus option, a different slide has come. Again, it is asking you what you want to insert, and so on. You can create the video. And once your video is made, whether you want to download the video, you can download it, or if you want to share the video, you can share the video. So the option of sharing is we have to publish anything. So just give me a second. So yes, so the moment I click on publish, it is asking me to type in the title. Then it is asking me to type in a category. So since triangles is part of education, so I will give it the title as education, category education. Then if there are any subtitles, I can give the subtitles. If you want to collaborate with any other author, you can type in their name and you have to click on this create link. So there are three things that you have to do. The first is title option, the second is category, then the third is author option. If you want to insert anybody else's name, you can insert their name, and then you have to click this create link option. So the moment you click on this create link, it will take around 5 to 7 seconds, and then your link will be generated. So the moment your link is generated, you can share it on any of the social media platform, or if you want to download it, you can keep it downloaded and share it in your PLN. So this was all about Spark. So I'll show you the link is being generated. So once the link is generated, as you can see, the link has been generated. You can copy it down from it here. The link is copied and you can paste it anywhere where you want to paste it up. So this was all about Spark, and let us go back to our PowerPoint. So Spark allows us with three things. The first is Spark Post. The next is Spark Post. The second is Spark Video, and the third is Spark Web Page. So on the laptop or desktop, you can type in spark.adobe.com. If you have iPhone, you can get all the three apps on your iPhone. But if you have an Android phone, you can only download the Spark Post option. So there are three things: Spark Video, Spark Page, and Spark Post. So we talked about Spark Post. It is a wonderful way to create stunning graphics and share our story with our posters. So when I'll be sharing the PDF with Varun, you can see the tutorial of a Spark Post. Similarly, Spark Page we learned, and in a Spark Page, we can insert a lot of buttons, a lot of videos and text to create it into a brochure, to create it into a lesson plan or an assignment, or whatever imaginary or creative way you have, you can insert your ideas into a Spark page. Again, there is a short video on Spark page that has also been added into the web PowerPoint. You can access it later on. There were certain examples which I've posted in the PPT. When you'll get the PPT, you can access them and you can see how teachers are using Spark page. Then we learned about Spark video. And the final thing is, whenever you are creating it, you create it, publish it, and share it. So this was all about today. Now, the next step, I want you all that Adobe Creative Educator community is coming up with some beautiful programs. So you can go towards the website bit.ly Adobe Creative Educator. You can sign in into there, and when the program starts, you can definitely access all the lesson plans and the competitions that they will be coming up with. Moving ahead, the assignment for today's program is you have to create an Adobe Spark post. So I'm not asking for a web page, I'm asking for a Spark post on any one of the SDGs with a quotation or a slogan, and you have to submit it on the teacher.in portal. So there are several developmental goals. We are in the year 2020 and there are 10 years left. So as you all are educators, you all are teachers, we all are connected with SDG 4. I want you all to create a Spark post on any one of the SDGs with a quotation and slogan and submit it. And the deadline submission is 12th June 2020. There are a lot of teachers who have joined us for the first time, and they must be not be having the Adobe IDs. So in today's feedback form, there's a column. You type in your email, and by tomorrow morning, your Adobe licenses will be generated and you can activate them. And after that, you can create your Spark post over there. So this was all for today. Thank you everyone for coming. So this is my Twitter handle, Kaushal Sen _15. You can connect with me there and we can have a lot of creative talks over there. So thank you everyone for patiently listening to me. Thank you. And now I'm open to Q&A.
Kaushal sir, this
Sorry, query that I have joined this thing for the first time, and I have no idea that I have not registered anywhere or anything, and I really want to be now in future part of that. So how can I register and all those things so that I can get the information about the future programs and all those things?
Yeah, Kaushal, I'd like to answer this. So, ma'am, if you fill the feedback form that will be shared today, we would be staying connected with you. You can also keep checking teacher.in portal for all the next set of events that we keep conducting. So every single event that we conduct, the session is first uploaded there, and you can click on the attend part to just register. So just check
Yeah,
the
I have
portal
just
every now and then.
yeah,
And
sir, here.
for now,
Yeah,
please fill the feedback form so that we can stay in touch with you.
yeah, I have just checked the portal, and there, like when I clicked on your next event, which is after 2 days, and then the same thing, I think tomorrow also the second portion, I was not able to fill any registration form where I can fill my details. Though I have created my account on teacher.in and I have done the registration there, but for the events, I was not able to register anywhere. Like I did not able to see any form or anything.
Yeah, you fill the feedback form for today, ma'am. I would connect with you after today's call. Oh, I can tell you over how we can, you can register on the platform. For now, we are open to Q&As with regards to today's session.
Yes, thank you.
Hello. Hello. Good evening, sir. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Good
Please
evening,
tell me.
ma'am.
Sir, we are not getting the link for the feedback form today. I'm on Android phone. I'm working because on laptop it was saying meeting is full.
Yeah, can
So
you see
over
the
there
screen
I'm
right
not
now?
getting.
If you
Yes,
if
sir, but it's on showing only the participants. No chat boxes coming or anything.
no, can you
So
see
I'm
the
not
screen
sure.
now? Kaushal, are you able to see the Bitly link that is being
No,
shared?
sir.
No, sir, no.
Varun,
We are not able to
Varun,
see your screen, sir.
Sir, yes, it's visible on the screen. Link is visible.
Okay, all
ma'am.
right. Teachers, I'll again share my screen. You can please mute yourself. We'll I'm just sharing the screen once again. Yes, now it is visible, right? I think it the link is bit.ly/June5 feedback. I will also share this particular link in our chat box
Yes,
as
sir, it
well.
is visible now.
Sir, I can, excuse me, sir, I can see the link but cannot access the link.
Ma'am, you can take a screen.
Excuse me, sir.
You can
I
take
don't
a
know what's the
screenshot.
problem on this. Okay, okay. Now it's okay. Okay.
And, and the calling is being shown on that, so I cannot access to it. I cannot
Yeah,
access to the form. It is there in front of me, but I cannot access it.
you cannot access the form.
Yeah, sir. It is written calling over there. And okay, fine. I can see the screen, but the feedback form is not working.
Ma'am, it is because if you see, I'm just typing it here,
Ma'am, you
bit.ly.
can copy the, you can just note down the link and paste in your browser. It will work. I've just done that.
Okay, if you can type it in the chat from there,
I,
if I
I
can
have, I
do
have.
that.
You can
Okay,
see
okay, then I'll
the
watch it from
yeah.
there. Then
Question, sir, how can I give my mail ID for getting the link or for getting the presentation PPT?
Ma'am, for everything you have to fill the feedback form. Once when you fill the feedback form, we'll send you the link to today's session. We will also share today's PPT and all the necessary assignments that we are supposed to submit. So please fill the feedback form so that we can share it with you.
I've already I've submitted question, sir.
तो जगह ही कहाँ है सरस्वती हटो क्योंकि तब पढ़ेंगे
I'm Pallavi here. I submitted the feedback form.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, if you teachers, if they have filled it, I would like all the teachers to mute yourself. Kaushal, I think we can take questions with regards to today's session. If there's any doubt with regards to Adobe Spark, please one at a time raise your hands. There's an option called, for feature to raise your hand. If you raise your hand, we would ask one of you to start up and then we can take it ahead. Okay.
Okay, okay, Varun. I have this Rashmi Nair, ma'am. She has raised her hand. Nair, ma'am, you have raised your hand. Any query from your side about today's session?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask about the link. I got it. I'm so sorry. Now, I'm just for that only I had raised the hand.
No
Sir,
issues.
I'm not going to raise that, but I have one query. Like you said that we can do it from the laptop as well as from the phone. So like, but on the phone, if we are going to download with this app, we are going to have an extra this thing for animations. Animations we don't get in laptop, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Animations wala section that we will not like if we have to create GIF, so that won't be able to create it by the laptop. That can only be done with the help of the phone.
Yes, ma'am. The animation feature is available in the Android phone only and in the iPhone only. It is animation feature is not there on the web version.
Okay, one more thing. Like, actually, see, right now we are attending the session, but when we like actually do it, so like there are some point like where we stuck up. So, is there any email or that particular time, like when we can message you at that point of time? Yes, like right now I'm just stuck over here. Like I've attended your last two sessions, so like I was stuck somewhere on the Padlet, so I have to search on the net on everything because I was not able to get the help from the video, in fact, which you have posted. So how to contact you at that particular point of time? Like if there is any source or something, it can help us out.
I think, ma'am, this presentation, I have used the official Adobe's videos and the official Adobe's PowerPoint presentation. The links are properly working, but even if you are not able to find it out, we'll contact you through your email ID. You must have got teacher's email ID. I hope so. From that only
Yes,
you
sir,
are
I do
getting
have.
our,
Yes,
so
do
you
have.
can
I do have.
contact us through that only, ma'am.
Okay.